Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Avengers project video. Now this video will be more of a speculation type video, and today we will be talking about will Marvel's Avengers create a new generation for Avenger games in the future. Now before we get into the video, I have a quick question for you guys. Which region you think they will add into the game? For example, Asgard, Savage Lands, just stuff like that, iconic locations in Marvel. Now before we get really into the video, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can know whenever I upload a video and go live. And let's get into the video. Now, when I'm talking about a Marvel Avengers project, how it will start a new generation for Avengers game, I mean it's gonna be way different. We'll get probably no more Ultimate Alliance. Well, there'll probably still be more Ultimate Alliance, but then again, when Marvel's Avengers come out and the gameplay that has introduced, it may change up the style that Avengers games in the previous years and days that has came out. It'll probably change up that gameplay style for them, as we're usually used to with Ultimate Alliance type fields when it comes to Avengers games. Sadly, kinda. Well, I mean, we did have Legos at first, so I guess you could really say that. But we can't bring up everything else unless we bring up the OGs, the original Avengers games. Now, I will be talking about Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, and I'm not going to bring up 3 because 3 has not officially came out yet, so I can't really speak on that, and I'm probably not going to play it. So, with Ultimate Alliance 1, it came out in 2006, and that was probably the first Avengers action role-playing game that we were introduced to. Now, if you guys know, it was a full roster of characters you could play as in Ultimate Alliance. It had Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Hulk, X-Men, the Fantastic Four. Everybody you could just imagine. They had it in they had almost everybody, but it was like a limit, I guess you could say. Because they had Blade in there as well, if you guys know Blade, Blade part of Marvel. So they had Blade in there also. And I'm pretty sure they had unlockable characters, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they did have unlockable characters. So that game was really, at its time, it was really fun. Like I used to play as Ghost Rider. My squad was either Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Hulk, or Iron Man. That was my squad. Like, I remember that. It was really the good days back then when it first came out. I was 7 when it first came out. So it was pretty cool playing Ultimate Alliance 1. Now heading into Ultimate Alliance 2, it's a sequel to Ultimate Alliance 1. It's the same role, it's legit, it's the same concept and everything. It's just a little better graphics and more team ups and more Avengers in the game. Basically what it is. So it was alright. I really practically don't remember the story that much about Avengers 2, to keep it honest. I think it was like a civil war between heroes and all that, if I'm correct. I think it was a civil war, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 85% sure that's correct, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm not really sure about that off the top of my head, but it was a fun experience playing Avengers 2. Especially just with the graphics, at that time back in 2009, that graphics was pretty, I guess you could say top notch at that time. So it was pretty cool playing it. I like the way they had the Hulk design in it and everything. And I think that was the first time they introduced the team ups, attacks where like Captain America and Wolverine, they'll team up and do their little special move. I think that was the first time they actually got that to show. If I'm correct, please correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been so long since I touched Ultimate Alliance. It's been forever. But those were 2 golden games, Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, and they also have Ultimate Alliance 3. If you guys didn't know, it's called Ultimate Alliance 3 Black Order, and it's not coming out for PS4 people at all. So, we just kind of stuck on that. If I'm correct, if it's coming out for PS4 or not, I really don't follow up on that game. But we finna get into the Lego series, the Lego Marvel series. Now they had Marvel's Marvel's Avengers, Lego's Marvel Superhero 2 and 1, or 1 and 2. Now I have not played none of these games. it's just the Lego is not my type of style. I don't know if I'm the only one, but it just is I can't really flow with that. It's just not my type. It's not my type of style. So I really had no experience of really playing those games, so I really can't go into detail about it. Only thing I can really go into detail about is that when GameStop used to have it in the below, you could play like 15 minutes or the first mission or something in the game. That's legit the only time I remember playing it. It was in a substation. In a subway for Marvel's Avengers, and you could just play in I think he was playing as the Hulk. He was fighting Sandman in the subway, if I'm correct. And that was the only time. That's legit the only thing I can really remember from playing one of the Legos games. So it's not really my cup of tea. But we also have to do the honorable mentions. We can't forget about some of the games that didn't make it into this. We got Marvel vs. Capcom series. Now those were fighting games, and I'm not that good at fighting games. Even though I did play all the Marvel vs. Capcom games, it's just not my. The only reason I played it because they had Marvel in it. To be honest, just come on now. You don't tell me you did not play Marvel vs. Capcom just because you like the fighting games. You like to play as your favorite Marvel character. So that was kind of the only reason I was really playing that. Now we got that out the way. Going back, a little in the past. Now let's get into the present with Avengers Project. Now, if you guys didn't know, they did announce that Avengers Project is going to be a game service, something like, for example, something like Destiny. So it's a large, how Destiny, when you go to Earth or Mars or something, for example, Destiny 2, when you go on Earth, they have different regions of, it's like a huge big map, but it's different regions of that map. They said that's what it's going to be like. So honestly, I have no problem with it. It's technically open world. It's technically not open world, but it is open world, if you understand what I'm saying. So I don't know. At first when I heard it, I was like, oh man, it's not open world, but then again it kinda is. So I wasn't as disappointed because, with Destiny 2 really did a good job with it when it first came out, and with Destiny 1. So I really had no problem with it. I really enjoy that type of style because I enjoy Destiny 1 and 2, even though Destiny 2 got all the slack and hate. So I really enjoyed it. I like it that it's gonna be like this because it's the Marvel. You can pick any Marvel character you want. Not any Marvel character you want, but in the game, which characters you can pick. So I really don't see no problem with that. I really like that concept. So we finna get into the gameplay. Now the gameplay was if you guys seen the leak gameplay. Now the gameplay with Thor is really gonna fit this type of gameplay style. I guess you can see, because honestly, you can fly with Thor, so that means you can get to places faster than other characters, and you can do elemental stuff. You call down lightning and all that. So that would really be cool to see in the regions. Like if you go to Asgard, like you get say for instance you go to Asgard and you're playing as Thor, you get like a little boost in damage, something that would be kind of cool to do. So yeah, that's what I got for Thor. Now for Iron Man, I'm not really sure. Probably he'll be the same as Thor, just without all the the elemental stuff, the lightning and all that. But honestly, Iron Man, I can see his playstyle kind of fitting it, even though we couldn't really see his gameplay in the league gameplay. I think it'll be all right just to fly around, throw nothing but unibeam. I mean, shooting your unibeam and your arc blasters and all that. So I really think Iron Man will probably fit in that. If you're an Iron Man fan, you will be rejoicing. And for Hulk, my boy Hulk, man, I'll tell you, Hulk is really gonna be my main character. I'm gonna get him up so fast. That's gonna be my main character. I'm gonna play him every single time I get a chance. I'm gonna lock all the skins for him. I'm gonna get all the skills, bruh. It's gonna be litty when I play as the Hulk, man, because his gameplay was so fun, man. The dude grabbed two people and slammed them together. Then he runs on walls, man. bro. Like I said in my last video, the dude is like how he was in the Incredible Hulk in 2008 or 9 when he was leaving. At the end of the movie, after he defeated Abomination, just doing parkour all over, doing the jumping and everything, man. I like that type of stuff. It's just fun just seeing the Hulk being, getting the respect he deserves. Now, honestly, it would be cool if they had it where you could just turn it, Bruce Banner at first, and you could turn it to the Hulk like they did in the Lego series. You could do it in the Lego series. You could be Bruce and you could just turn to the Hulk anytime you want to. That is pretty cool to do, to be honest. I like that. That's one thing I like about the Legos. You can just turn it to the Hulk anytime you wanted to. And for Black Widow, it's pretty skeptical with Black Widow because her gameplay is kind of weird. Not weird, but it's just you kind of don't see. I mean, you can see it, but for me, in my perspective, I kind of don't see it working that well in that type of gameplay style. I don't know. I just gotta see more of Black Widow, to be honest, because I'm just like kind of iffy with that. Now for Captain America, W, bro. This dude gameplay is so nice. It would just fit perfect in this. It would legit fit so perfect in this type of gameplay style that we gonna be introduced to. So honestly, I think Cap is really gonna be good for this. And like, as I described all the characters, this will be so game changing for like Avengers game in the future if they go off of this, what Avengers Project do later on in the years when we get more gameplay and all that. Now I'm not saying that this is gonna be the best game ever and all that. Just clear the air. I'm not saying it's the best game ever. I'm just stating not facts, but I'm just stating my opinion and just telling you guys what I really think. So honestly, if this game does it well, if they do the gameplay well, and have the regions, and it's gonna be we got free regions, and it's gonna be free for us. So if they do it right, I pray they do it right. If they do it right, this will probably be the best Avengers game that came out, to be honest. Because for me, the one that's probably the best that sticks with me is Ultimate Alliance. Ultimate Alliance 2 was alright, but Ultimate Alliance 1, it just hold that special place in my heart. So hopefully, I know it will probably beat Ultimate Alliance 1. So I just pray that this game will probably be the best Avengers game to come out, and especially when we get to the gear and the loot and the skill trees. Man, when I think this is the first time that any Avengers game has a skill tree or some loot and gear that come with it that you get from enemies and drops and all that. I think this is probably the first time, to be honest, when I'm thinking about that. Like, I'm not saying this to confirm anything, but like your character probably could have like stats and all that, man. It's crazy when you thinking about that, because that never really happened in the Avengers game. When I'm really thinking about it, like, it is crazy, bro. Dude, we could customize our skill tree and everything, man, and we get custom costumes and everything. Now I don't know if you could. I had my voice cracked, but I don't know if you could like unlock them by, you got to spend money or something, or microtransactions or something. So I'm not really sure about that, but man, this will probably be the new wave for like Avengers game with getting loot and having a skill tree and all that. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a W, bro. I'm telling this game. I'm calling it right now. Mark my words. Even if it does fail, I don't even care. It's still gonna be a success in my eyes. Hopefully, I pray. But honestly, that's all I have to discuss for today. Now, honestly, just tell me what you guys think. Do you think this Avengers game will probably change the way Avengers games are in the future or not? Just let me know in the comments so we can just talk about this. I will respond. I respond to everybody's comments. I read everybody's comments. So just let me know. We could talk about it in the comments, and just let me know about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how I did on the video, and have a good day.